Assalamu alaikum. Let's talk about an important topic, judging each other. It's becoming sadly so widespread within our community. A brother telling a sister, you're not a good enough Muslim, your hair is showing. Why do you wear your hijab like that? Why are you dressed like that? You're not a good Muslim. Sisters glaring at each other as they enter the mosque and so on. Why are we doing this? Why do we feel we have the right to comment on the quality of someone else's faith? I heard a sad story at one of the khutbahs recently, the Friday sermon. The khatib was saying that he, a few months back, was at a mosque and in the middle of prayer someone's phone rang. Now this person whose phone rang took their phone out of their pocket, looked at it, answered it, and said, "Hey, let me call you back, I'm in the mosque right now," and hung up. This did not go down well. When prayer ended, people got so angry at this man. They shouted at him, they cursed him, they said, "Your prayer doesn't count, you ruined all of our prayer," and so on. And they kept shouting and shouting and shouting, telling him off to the point that they pushed him out of the mosque, and he left. And then when things calmed down, the imam said, "You know that man that you drove out of the mosque? That man, just 2 days ago, took his shahada. He just became Muslim. He didn't know any better. He didn't know that he shouldn't do that." And that man, since that day, never came back to that mosque. What are we doing? What are we doing? Instead of embracing someone and showing them the beauty of Islam, what? Let's talk about an identical situation that happened at the time of the Prophet ﷺ. Minus the cell phone, since there weren't cell phones at that time. But what happened was, in the middle of prayer, someone sneezed. And then another person, whose name is Muawiyah ibn Hakam, said, "Yarhamukallah, may Allah have mercy on you." In the middle of prayer, he said that. People in the prayer got angry at him, and they started glaring at him and giving him looks, disappointing, disapproving looks. And so he got angry and said, "What's wrong? Why are you giving me looks? Why are you staring at me like that?" And then people started tapping their thighs to tell him to be quiet. And so he realized, and he was still angry, but he stayed quiet. Now, in all of this, the Prophet ﷺ hadn't said anything, continued prayer, and then he finished prayer. And then is when he spoke. And the person who narrates this story is Muawiyah ibn Hakam himself, the person who was doing the talking in the prayer. And he says, "I've never seen a better teacher than the Prophet ﷺ. He didn't rebuke me or revile me, get angry at me, or anything. He simply said, in prayer, there's no human speech. It's just tasbih, takbir, and reciting Quran." And that was it. And he left it at that. So calmly, not disapprovingly. He assumed the best of this person. He assumed this person didn't know. So he took it as a moment to teach him. And that was it. It was a positive moment. That is the example that we should be following. We should be bringing people closer, not pushing them away. We should be embracing people. And we should always assume the best of everyone. And we should assume that everyone is at a different journey in their faith. We weren't just born praying 5 times a day and dressing modestly and so on. Everyone reached that phase at different points. You might have been 13 years old when you felt something in your heart and started praying. Or you might have been 60 years old when that happened. It doesn't matter. We should always still embrace each other. And we also don't know what deed could take us straight to Jannah. We have the story of a prostitute who felt sorry for a cat and fed it. And she, with that deed, is going straight to Jannah, inshallah. That man that was pushed out of the mosque, he might already have his golden ticket to Jannah. And we, instead of embracing him, maybe by embracing him, we would have had our ticket to Jannah too, through that deed. But instead we pushed him out of the mosque. I'll end with a hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Yassiru wa la tu'assiru, wa bashiru wa la tunaffiru." Facilitate things for people, meaning make it easy for them, and do not make it difficult for them. Give them good tidings, as in positivity, good news, and do not push them away or scatter them away. That's it. It's as simple as that. That's what we should be following. So let's all support each other, accept each other, and be kind to one another, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.